Hello and welcome to SirSmuggler's Let's Play episode 64, I believe, season 2. So I am here at the tree farm and as you can see it's looking rather dry, and that's because it ran out of dirt. So I want to do a few changes to this setup today, and let's head downstairs and have a look. So this chest is almost completely full as well already, and yeah, so we need to do some changes. And so I'm going to route the ME network in here, and we could just fill up with dirt from that, but dirt is not an infinite resource, at least not yet. I'm not producing any dirt at all. I do have a lot of it, like 500 or so, but that's gonna run out eventually. And also there's the problem of all those saplings that we're producing. I could of course go with another tree with other traits that doesn't produce so many saplings, but well, we're gonna have to deal with that sooner or later anyway. So there's a number of changes I want to do. First off, I'm thinking we want to make a circuit board and insert here, and so change up so that only part of the farm is producing trees. So I'm thinking half will be arboretum and the other half will be the peat bog, because peat will result in dirt, and we need dirt. We need of course dirt to produce the bog earth as well, but it's you get 8 bog earth from 4 dirt, so it produces more, and each bog earth is going to be 1 peat, and each peat is going to result in 1 dirt, so there's a net gain in dirt when you produce peat. So that is the first goal for today. So we're gonna need a circuit board, and we are going to need this advanced, the intricate circuit board, because that's the one that has 4 slots for the electron tubes that control what kind of farm you want. So gold and redstone in a carpenter. I can manage that. Some redstone, some gold, and I should go sleep. But let's get this started first. So gold, redstone, yes, and you are going to produce a lot of them. I just want 1. So while he's doing that, I will go sleep. So you might be wondering why I want to sleep through the night all the time when I'm mostly indoors anyway. And well, it's due to the power situation. It has improved quite considerably after we put up those engines at the tree farm. But we still have problems if I work late at night, because a lot of my power production is dependent on solar energy, and that obviously doesn't work during the night. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of eager to sleep. So, circuit board, thank you. And then we're gonna need a few electron tubes to go with that, and I need to do this. Wrench, please. Now I'm thinking I have previously just switched this pipe to on when I actually want to craft something with this thermiomic fabricator, but I'm thinking it doesn't drain much energy, so maybe I don't really need to do that. So I think it's copper and tin electron tubes that I need. I'm just going to leave it on and then we'll see how the power does. It's draining right now, but no, I think it's okay. Anyway, what else do I need? Yes, I need a soldering iron to actually put those tubes onto the circuit board. So soldering iron, also a carpenter, so iron and bronze, okay. Some iron and bronze. And carpenter, so how was it now? Okay, 3 iron. And away with those things. Come on. Soldering iron. So let's see what we can do. If I just right click with that one equipped, we can flip through here and see managed farms. That's what I want. There's also the manual farms, but you can't really do an arboretum tree farm with the manual farms. So managed farms, and the electric engine I believe is a way to produce, convert really Buildcraft energy, Minecraft joules, into the kind of energy that Industrial Craft uses. So you can use these circuit boards to enhance those engines, but since I don't have Industrial Crafts, that's not of interest for me. So let's see, we got tin, that's the peat bog, and I believe this is the north direction. I don't know what direction I want it to go, it doesn't really matter. And you want to put the circuit board in after you have placed all your tubes the way you want it, because as soon as you place it, they're going to go onto the board, poof, like that. So let's try this, and I should get some bog earth as well. And let's see, I believe I have some mulch here, and dirt, and probably some sand in here. Yes, that should do fine to begin with. So you can make with you bog earth in the carpenter. I'm probably going to use another recipe for it later on, but no, stop. Humus, that's not what I wanted. Bog earth, that's what I want. Humus, what's am I going to do with this? I mean, the farm produces this on it by itself with the dirt and the fertilizer, so well, got a stack of that. That's a beginning, I suppose. So I bring that and the circuit board, and let's get down there. Let's insert this to the farm and see what happens. Now peat grows a lot slower than trees, so peat. I might need to clear out the sand manually to make it start. So I wonder what side. That's okay. And this one, okay. Then I would need only to clear out all this sand. And there goes my shovel. I wonder if I can put humus in here. Well, I can put it there, but I don't know if it's going to use it. So come on now. It takes a while for it to detect all the spaces it can place it, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe it's designed to put water in there. If you look at this, that's kind of... I suspect that's why that one is left empty, as well as that one. Oh well. That's fine with me, for now anyway. So, okay. And if you mouse over here, you can see how much water and fertilizer they use. So peat bog uses much less fertilizer but more water. But water is... there's plenty of water available, that's not a problem. Fertilizer, not really a problem either. I got plenty of epitite that you use to make it, but sooner or later it will run out. So that's just fine that it uses less. Now, how are you doing? Let's see what else. Yeah, I need to do some emergency cleanup in that chest. And okay, so we got some peat planted, and as I said, this will take quite a while to grow, so the dirt production is not great, but it is something at least. And peat produces a little more heat in the boiler than charcoal, but it's not much more, and it's since it grows so much slower and you get so much charcoal from one tree, it's really not energy efficient to grow peat or trees. But as I said, the purpose here is to get a little bit of dirt production. And also we are producing more than this boiler can handle in terms of charcoal anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem to scale it back for peat. And what next? Well, I want to automate a whole lot of things. First off, I want to route the ME cable up here, so I got that connected and ready to go. And so I'll prepare that and a few other items that I need, and I'll be back. Okay, so the cable is connected, and I decided I don't really need this gate here anymore. Originally I put it there to disable this redstone energy cell when the chest was full, to stop the farm from running, but I don't want to have it like that anymore, and besides it didn't really work because this gate is set up to emit a redstone signal to activate the engines when the energy cell can store energy, like so, and that redstone signal of course activates the outputting of power from this cell as well, so that doesn't work very well. And there's a mess. Anyway, we got an import bus, and this is probably temporary setup as well, but where did the stuff go? I suppose it floated away somewhere. Oh, there it is. How did you end up all the way down here? And why are you... Because my inventory is full. Oh well. Let's hook up this gate just to clear out the chest. And you can take stacks at a time. That's right. So, and as you see, we do have a little bit of peat and dirt here since the bog upstairs have been maturing and more is coming in. So I'm thinking I want to change this pipe here to filter out the peat and insert that directly into the boiler. So all the peat is going to go into the boiler, and I will keep this setup here to only insert more charcoal when there's less than a stack of fuel. That way peat will have will go first, but I do not believe we will produce nearly enough peat from those two halves of the farm to run the boiler on that alone, so the charcoal will be needed as well. And oh, there we go, excellent. So probably a, let's see, do I have a, that's cobblestone, I need a stone transport pipe here then, so that it doesn't connect to that pipe. That would be unfortunate. And yeah, so maybe I should go get that first, because then we need to do some auto crafting of various things. And I'm probably gonna need another hatch, I think. So again, let me go get some more items that I need and I'll be back. Okay, so I got, I realized even if I put a stone pipe there, it won't connect to that one, but it will connect to this guy here. And that one as well if I continue it on there. So yeah, to simplify it, I moved the accumulator back a bit there, and that frees up a side there, but I realized I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the back side like that. So green will be for peat. Excellent. I don't suppose I can put things in the output. Yes, I can. Excellent. There we can test this. So that should go straight into the boiler. And now here's another problem. Let's see what happens here. Actually, we will try it like this. So if this guy is full and we got some wood coming from the farm, previously there was no real option for it to go other way than the yellow, but now I suppose it could go green. But since green is specified, I think it will prioritize yellow. So if it can't go black, it will probably go yellow. Yeah, that looks about right. Excellent. So our peat ended up in here, and as soon as the coal is used up, the peat is going to start being used instead. Now the problem I foresee here, it could be that this gate here, low fuel. So if we take away like that, will that trigger the gate? Yes, it will. And that will fill up this spot with coal. So that's not what we want, because that means the peat will never be used. It will just fill up and eventually we'll have overflow. So not good. New plan. So this should instead be, I'm gonna need a golden gate here. So I'll go get a golden gate and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see if we just remove some stuff and break that guy. So pipe, that one, and a golden gate. Now then, if I just borrow one of those again. So if there is, let's see, if there's peat in the inventory and low on fuel, actually we kind of want it the opposite way. If there's peat in the inventory and so that's not what I want. I want, can I do this? Possibly. So let's see here. If there's peat in the inventory, we will send a red pipe signal. So if we don't have a red pipe signal, that means we have no peat in there. Okay. And if there's low fuel, we send a redstone signal. If we have a redstone signal and no peat, that's when we pump out charcoal and put it in there. So that should work. I could have gone with a golden autarkic gate and put that like a blue pipe wire there instead of the redstone signal. It might have been a bit more intuitive, but this will work. So let's try it out. If I remove some of this charcoal now, we are not pumping in anymore. However, if I were to remove the peat, no. You're not receiving a redstone signal. Low fuel, redstone signal. Okay, it's not registering. I'm going to change that to a golden gate and go with the wires. So I'm not convinced that the redstone signal is working as I want it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I changed it to a golden gate and now it seems to be working perfectly. So if there's a peat in the inventory. That is this boiler here. And I need a golden gate, or better, to be able to specify what items to check for with these items in inventory condition. So that's why I need a golden gate here. So if there's peat in inventory, you send a red pipe signal, and that inversely means, of course, that if we don't have a red pipe signal, there's no peat in there. And if it's low on fuel, you send a blue pipe signal. So this guy is set up to if there is no red pipe signal, that is if there's no peat in the boiler and the boiler is low on fuel. Then and only then, if both of those conditions are true, you are allowed to pump out things from this furnace here. So if I were to remove the peat, nothing's gonna happen, because that only makes this one true. If, however, I were to remove the charcoal as well, then it's gonna start pumping in some coal. And if I put the peat back, it's gonna stop. Excellent. So that stuff is working now. And there's a lot more to do, but that is all I have time for in this episode. I believe I've already run a bit long, but it will have to do. So I will be back soon with the rest of the automation here, because I'm really keen to get on with it. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you want to come back and see me again. And until next time, bye bye!